Matthew chapter number 27. We'll start the reading from verse 50. And Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice, did what? Yielded up the ghost. Yes. And behold, the veil of the temple was what? Rent in twain from the top to what? Bottom. So this is where top to bottom came from. Is the Bible. And the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. It was dramatic when Jesus died. All right, look at verse 52 now. And the graves were opened, and the bodies of the saints which slept arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many. What a supernatural experience. Now when the centurion and they that were with him, watching Jesus, saw the earthquake and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, truly, this was the Son of God. Yes. And many women were there, beholding afar off, which followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering unto him. Among which was Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of James, and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee's children. The next verse now. When the even was come, there came a rich man of Arimathea. Oh, you need to see the day they bombarded me that Joseph of Arimathea wasn't rich. He was just influential. Religion has damaged us. I'll tell you the mistakes we're making. Both sides love God. There's a mistake. Who also himself was Jesus' who? Disciple. So Jesus had influential disciple or disciples, and I can show you. Some of them were wives of high-ranking political authorities. I think it's kind of easier to disciple women. I don't know. Is it true? Yes, men, you are here now. Talk. You don't think so? Ladies, is it true? Yes, men, is it true? No. I don't know. We'll put it to a test. Now, look at this. So, the guy, okay, let's continue. It was just disciples, yes. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Jesus. Now, you must understand that the subject of the crucifixion of Jesus was a national matter. It was a national matter. Herod was involved. The church was involved. Pilate was involved. And I tell you this, although it's not funny, it's painful, but over time, the church has done more of taking the posture of fighting prophecies than fulfilling prophecies. It is amazing that the church will spend years praying that something should happen, but when it starts, they will not recognize it. You know why? They are allegiance to their status quo. And another thing that is destroying us is this our camping system. If it's not happening in our clan, why should it be happening? It has to be our clan. What clan am I? I don't even know. The clan of Jesus. Who were those? You know, Pilate said, according to our custom, we release prisoners once a year, a prisoner. So he said, okay, you guys are holding this guy. I've not found any offense. Who should we release? Jesus or Barnabas? Or Barabbas? Who said Barabbas? The church! There was a man that was working on his farm. Herdsmen came to attack them. And by divine providence, he was able to defend himself. And he did to the headman what the headman should have done to him. And he's been arrested on death row for years. Which voice do we have that can knock the door of Pilate? Instead of releasing drug dealers, this is a man who defended himself. But you know the problem? Whenever the church have access to people in power, we always start struck. Hey, so good to see you. Can we take pictures, sir? Yes, sir. Ah! And in African politics, we like sycophancy. That's why many of the top guys don't hear the truth. Those who are around them lie to them. Oh, all is well, all is well. Nigerians are thanking God for your administration. It's been the best they've had so far. Oh, Nigerians are so happy. Oh, you need to see they are singing your songs in the street. When you get there and you see dollars, hope you will not do the same. Say, God help me. You see, some of you didn't answer because you say it's true. I don't trust myself. Say, God help me. So, he went to beg. Because the priests, they had a bad agenda. The coming of Jesus was going to end their business. I can take you down history lane. So, the priests usually will go into the holies of holies once in a year. And they had to tie a chain around his leg. And as he's moving, he had to keep moving the chain and keep moving the chain just to show I'm still alive, I'm still here. He's not slapped me dead, I'm still here. But for a while, the ark has been stolen. And they were still entering like the ark was there. So when the garment between the holies and the holies of holies tore into two, it was a major discovery. It was a national scandal. Now what? So they've been lying to us. The real manifestation of kingdom puts an end to religion. But you know why it is tough? Religion is very lucrative. Religion is lucrative. All I have to do is to make you look at me as one superman and you are subordinate. Oh, can I touch your shoe with $50,000? Religion is lucrative. I think if it was the days of Levi, well, all of you by now would have brought cow and goat and everything. Oh, yes. Every service will be Suya Day. Priests will not even be fasting again. But as he wants to fast, they've roasted another one and brought again. So we brought Yaji also. This is my own tortudo with ofen salad. But you can never blame any nation for where they are without blaming the religious body. It's true. I'm going to show you how the pyramid of power works when we get into the other series. Like I said, once we start that series, in fact, we have to start our 8 hours daily prayer for 90 days so we can be running in it. The top book stores online don't want my books anymore. It's interesting. But we move. Amen. Look at this. So he went to Pilate and begged the body of Jesus. Then Pilate commanded the body to be delivered. And when Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth. Have you seen, you will not die young. Have you seen how mortuary attendants in some terrible places treat bodies without dignity, without respect, without honor? Just move it. Just move. Please, serve God while you're here. Honor him with your life. So he took the body. Even in death, he was a loyal disciple. He was loyal. He understood the purpose of the weight in terms of finance and influence that God had given him. He knew the purpose. You see, I honestly, can I be honest with you? I really don't think Christians are stingy. This is what I think is wrong. I think a generation began to observe the attempt to commercialize the gospel and a larger than life attempt. You see, if you want to carry the weight of this gospel, you must be dead to self. A pastor doesn't have business flaunting designers. I said it. You're not a child trying to flaunt toy. See my shoe. Huh? Ah. Give me your chain. I used to put that pull. They'll put the chain down. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Just sit down and do yo. We die to all those things. We have an assignment.
Yes.
We die to all those things. Am I saying a man of God should not be blessed? Oh, you should be blessed. Every believer should be blessed. But we live with soberness. As one who understands our purpose here. When they were sharing that testimony, I was near tears and I was saying, God, this is what I ask you to bless us for. This is what I ask you to bless us for. That people will not be dying deaths that can be avoided if we can spend. So if you become traumatized and say, I'm not going to give because when you give, you're giving to a pastor. A pastor who touches the church money must be foolish. A church should have a management system, an accounting department with an accountant heading it that they do. What do we do again? What do they call that thing again? Auditing. To audit the account. And be sure that the man of God is not saying, hey, let me buy suya from there. And that's the reason why I can talk to you with my full chest, and I tell you why. I went on my knees to beg God. Bless me personally. I don't want to teach giving out of personal need. The sons of men are not kind. So bless me. And he answered. Everyone that God has given the opportunity to wield influence, it is important for you to know that the devil is interested in you. He's interested in your allegiance. He's interested in your devotion. He's interested. You see, the devil is a master recruiter. He goes for people who have the ability to bring influence to certain things in his kingdom, and he begins to recruit them. He can leave them in church, but they are recruited. And he begins with shutting your bowels towards the things of God. Like, you see, I just go to church. I don't believe in all those things. I just try to go to church. All these pastors, I just observe that guy, Lazarus, what he called himself. Yo, man. But I'm just saying, remember the reason why God lifted you up. Remember whose prayer he was answering. And be faithful to it. Look at what the Bible said in Deuteronomy chapter number 8. This is very interesting. Deuteronomy chapter number 8. If you're there, say amen. Now look at this. Let's start the reading from verse 7. Deuteronomy 8 from verse 7. He said, for the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land. The reason why you feel that there's no such revolting in Islam like we have in Christianity is because the imams don't flaunt Louis Vuitton. I'm not saying it's bad to have it. You know what I'm saying? If you give me a... Do men wear Louis Vuitton? Huh? Eyebrow. We can be blessed. It should not become an obsession. The core tenet of Islam teaches them soberness. And that's why I said that 20 people can gather around a tray and eat. There's so much bonding and unity. Come to the north, I grew up there. You'll be amazed. A wealthy man will open his house. And people will come. They will kill cow. During Christmas. Salah. They will kill cow. People will come with plates. They will line up. You, Christian, Christmas, you'll be flying up and now. When I not come, okay. Now sit down now. Now, I'm not come today. Winchy. You frown up and down. Now, I don't say chicken don't cost, so that head and leg get up. We're not gracious people. We need to become gracious. They understand that on the other side. They understand that. They understand that. They understand the power of community. They understand kingdom first. And that's why, as far as they are concerned, if there are two candidates on the ballot box, they need to know this person was his fate. Because they've been taught to put the interests of their kingdom first. The only neutral entity are Christians. Christians. And they understand the power of coming together to build wealth. They'll support themselves. And say, okay, you buy this property. Go check what's going on in Europe now. Monks are buying all the old churches. Because if I say it's for me, and that church is struggling, then let them struggle now. When they reach our level, they will be blessed. We don't understand kingdom.